Welcome to my channel. This is Heather Picken, and this is about creating your fearless vision. Tell me what you want, and I'll tell you how to get there. And I have a specific formula for you to follow. Now, today, we're going to be talking about finding your purpose. Like, how do I find my purpose in life? One of the things I want to share before we begin is I'm on a mission, and that is about empowering millions of women to own their power so that they can live most authentically in their life. And I know my superpower is about helping women to break through that fear, going after what they want. And so if you like this video, hit the subscribe button because you'll get notified on the videos, and the like button, thumbs up, because that's how people learn more about this channel. And the third thing I will say is comment below. Tell me about, what's holding you back from finding your purpose. I will tell you the number one thing, you know what it is? It's fear. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of fear, but I'm going to link a video below in the description that goes over the specific fears and how to break through that. So it's about overcoming fear and anxiety. And I do find that the number one thing that stops women from really going after their biggest dreams, if we're talking about finding your purpose, is fear, okay? I will say this, is that every single purpose or person on this planet has a purpose. We're actually designed to have a purpose. And so what happens is most women, they will give up on their dream and they will never live out their purpose. So my job as your fearless leader is helping you to find that, being your guide. I also want to share an opportunity on how you can win my latest book, The La Dolce Vita Formula, A Woman's Guide to Living a Fearless and Fabulous Life. If you want to purchase this, you can go to fearlessandfabulousbook.com. But here's what I've decided to do. Every month I will have a drawing, whether I send you a physical or digital copy of the book. And here's how you can win. You post a comment down below and you tell me about the fear that you feel is blocking you or what your purpose is. Like, I want to know, what is that? And I'm just going to pick people out every single month. And my mission and purpose is about empowering and inspiring millions of women to live fearlessly. I actually have a formula. I talk about it in my book, but when I'm working with my coaching clients one-on-one, I take them through the formula. Okay, so let's talk about how do I find my purpose? They're like, Heather, how do I find my purpose? I hate my job, right? Maybe you hate your job, or maybe you have a business right now that you just don't feel in alignment with. This video is definitely going to help you. Okay, so one of the things that I do in my formula, which it goes into great detail in my book, is step number one is to identify your unique formula. Now, this goes back to the Greeks, more importantly, Aristotle, where they created this study called axiology. And they realized that no two people on the planet have the same worldview. And axiology is a study of values and worth. And why is that important? Well, we are all looking at the world in a different way, number one, and we all perceive things through our senses as important to us. And those are basically our values. Now, what is interesting is a lot of people get what a value is, they get that misconstrued. A value is not about living from integrity. A value is about the demonstration of your life right now and where you're taking action. And so let me take you really quickly through that formula. So number one, identifying your highest values. And you want to ask yourself, I'm going to give you the shortcut method. So you want to look at the different areas of your life. You want to look at your relationships. In relationships could be with your family or a partner. Spiritually is kind of like your spiritual purpose. So that's an area of your highest values. We also have your finances, your vocation or / career, your mindset, your health and fitness, And then the last one is your social area. Okay, so there's 7 areas. I will post those 7 areas below so you don't have to remember those. I also have them in my book. So what you need to know is that when you are finding your purpose, what you need to do right now is look to see what those top 3 areas are. Okay, it's not what you think. So if you have a kid or kids, plural, and you say, well, my children are my highest values, but you're not spending time, you're not maximizing your time in that area, or you're not spending your money in that area, then that's really not a highest value. So don't make yourself wrong. If you have kids and you find yourself working more on your business, or you find yourself working more on your job. So you want to take inventory of where you are taking action, where you're spending money. So open up your bank account, where you're spending most of your money. What are you inspired by? What do you obsess about? So like if you're watching YouTube videos, what do you find yourself searching in the search bar for? What are the topics? And so what happens is you can start seeing a reoccurring pattern and theme. Now, the question is, how are these values created? Now, here's the cool thing about the formula. I actually created an entire system around this beside the book, but in the business context about finding your purpose. And I talk about creating your fearless lifeline. Now, here's how values originate. Whatever you perceive as a void, something that's missing through your senses, it becomes a high value. Let me give you an example. You may not be familiar with my story, but I was diagnosed at a very young age with dyslexia. So my learning disorder, where I kept beating myself up, feeling like I was stupid, created an order in meaning and a high value to learn about the brain, learn about neuroscience, learn about how we can change our brains and our perceptions to maximize our lives. And it's what I use in my work today. It inspires me. I'm obsessed about it. I always keep up on the latest research. And so when I look at my fearless lifeline on things that were challenging to me, I can connect the dots and realize how I'm living my purpose today. Okay. So you want to look at your past life, not your past life, right? Your past life, the memories that you've created that you might perceive something as quote unquote missing, right? And another thing, let's just say if you love relationships, you love being in a relationship, and growing up, your family, your parents always fought. And so you had that void of going, oh, a relationship is really important, right? Can you see how if you keep focusing on that and you research about relationships, that becomes a high value. And so what's great about this formula is that your values are always demonstrating your highest priorities. So what you don't want to do is tell yourself, well, I should be doing this. There's actually, and maybe I'll create another video on how to shift your values if you're wanting to build your business, but you're not focusing on it. But for today's purpose, I want to walk you through the formula. So number one, understand that you have a unique formula. It's fingerprint specific, and it's demonstrated on the 7 areas of life. So you want to scan your life. You want to look at the reoccurring theme and pattern of what you've been taking action on, and also the evidence that is coming true. So you're thinking about it, you're researching online, you're Googling, where are you spending most of your time thinking about these things, okay? And then what you want to do, so once you understand what your unique formula is, so if you know what your top 3 are, that becomes your formula that you need to prioritize, set your goals, align it with your vision, right? Which is the next step. So we talk about this channel, it's about creating your fearless vision. The next step is getting crystal clear on what you want to do with your purpose. And I think I'll create another video on packaging your purpose, but this is just to get the wheels turning. Don't think that you have to come up with your purpose overnight. Although I've helped clients do this very quickly. I want you to take some time. Give yourself 30 days to get clear on what that purpose might be. You could do it in 30 days or less. It's that a lot of times you don't give yourself permission to do it. And so when you're getting clear on your fearless vision, and I talk about this in my book, The La Dolce Vita Formula. I know, plug for my book, but I really go into greater detail. I talk about, asking yourself these questions like, what is it that you really see yourself doing? And so here's what I don't want you to do. Do not censor yourself. Don't try to subordinate, to other people that you think are quote unquote authority figures that are going to take you away from creating your fearless vision. Because guess what? There's always going to be button pushers. There's always going to be people that you're going to piss off. And I'm here to tell you, girlfriend, you better get used to it. Okay. If you're not pissing people off, you're not living your fearless vision. It's true. It's true. So you just got to let go of the need of approval, especially if you have a partner that says, who are you to do this? You've never started a business or whatever. And I have had clients who, would butt heads with their partners because that partner did not believe in them. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need the approval of your partner, because when you live for approval, you're not going to go after your fearless vision. I think I'm going to create another video. I have a stack of videos, lists of videos that I want to create on that topic alone. If there's another topic that you want me to speak about, just comment below, let me know, and I'll create that video. So you want to create your fearless vision. What is it that you want to do? What do you see yourself doing? Is it putting yourself out there online, maybe creating your own YouTube channel? But you want to get a little bit more specific. Like, how are you working with clients? Are you selling a product? Do you want to invent something? I've interviewed people that have created, inventions, solving problems, creating solutions, and have created a multi-million-dollar business. And so the question is, what problems are you solving in your unique formula? So you want to start thinking about that. And how you're serving people, okay? You also want to get crystal clear. So when you're looking at your purpose, I want you to realize the clarity of your fearless vision will determine where you're going. So if your vision is vast in serving millions, like thousands or millions of people on this planet, and you're clear on it, guess what? You will be rewarded. Your subconscious mind is so powerful. It doesn't know what's real and what's not real. And this is where I help people. I show them, particularly women, how to reprogram their subconscious mind to connect to their fearless vision by understanding how to go after it. So I want you to do those parts. Number one, get clear on your top 3 highest values, that it's your unique formula. Really go deep, dissect it, get more specific. The more specific you are, then step 2 of creating your fearless vision will be easier. Now, what I tell clients when I'm working with new clients, we actually spend time on this. We spend a week or so fleshing out this vision so that it can happen. And a lot of times what happens is people want to take action. And I say, don't take action yet. I want you to get clear. I want you to get focused. Let me share a quick client case study. So I was working with this client who, she was not clear with her fearless vision in her relationship. So she was in a toxic relationship. Her health was failing, okay, because she didn't have a clear vision on her health. And her business was going sideways. So I said, okay, what is it that you want? One of the things that she wanted to do was to share her story. Her story was important. So as we started to dial into clarity, here's what happened. The people and resources started showing up to align with their purpose. I find this strategy, this technique is more powerful than a vision board. A vision board is a supplement to creating your fearless vision. I'm not going to get into that today. But what happened, because we started getting clear in a relationship, that bad relationship faded away. Okay, so that relationship started exploding. It didn't work out because it was not aligned with her highest values, number one. Number two, she attracted a literary agent the one that that Oprah uses to her purpose, because she started getting clear. She became obsessed with her vision. Now, I will say this. You don't want to create your fearless vision that is not in alignment with your highest values. So your highest values is like your unique formula that allows you to set this or create this fearless vision that is in alignment with you. So I find if women are not doing that, then they're creating like unrealistic expectations. It's just, and I'm all about thinking outside of the box, don't get me wrong. But I find if you follow your unique formula, things will happen faster, okay? You'll start seeing what I call the synchronicity happening in your business, like with your purpose. You'll start hearing people, either conversations, you'll start seeing things maybe in your emails, or maybe you'll seeing it on social media as a guide to connect you with your intuition. And this is the last thing that I'm going to say on how to find your purpose, is connecting yourself to your intuition. Your intuition, especially as women, we are more in tune with it. The problem that most women have is they don't trust their intuition, especially when it comes to finding their purpose. So this plan that I want to share with you is taking 30 days of understanding your unique formula, number one. Number two, be obsessed with being crystal clear in your fearless vision. Like, what is it? What is it that you would love to teach? And how would you like to reach people with your vision? What are the platforms that you're reaching out? And get really specific, dream big, but you're going to dial it down when we talk about, maybe in a later video where I talk about how to create a goal that is aligned with your highest purpose. Like, once you find your purpose, here's the steps that you need to take. But I want to laser focus in how this works. Every single client I've worked with, when they do these steps, in the right way, they align themselves with their purpose. And so it's really getting clear, something that feels good to you, that like, yeah, this is what I'm meant to be. This is what I know I'm supposed to show up as. And what are the problems that I'm solving? I will tell you, the bigger and more complex problems you solve, the more money you will make. Okay. So would you agree, if you have a highly refined skill set, people are going to pay money for that? And then you put it into a package, you monetize it. I'm not going to get into that today, but realize you want to get clear. You want to take 30 days to write out and revise your fearless vision. Write out and revise. And if you come back here on this channel and you write down below in this video your fearless vision, I might just send you a copy of my book, The La Dolce Vita Formula, A Woman's Guide to Living a Fearless and Fabulous Life. So you want to start off with your 30-day plan. And the last thing I will say is, look for the synchronicity as you start creating your fearless vision. And it's not going to be perfect, okay? Perfection is, I always say, throw perfection out the window, because you'll never be perfect. If I did these videos thinking I had to be perfect every single time, I would not have a video. Okay. So don't stress about perfection. It's really about taking action, and you're going to constantly refine and tweak your vision and looking for the synchronicity. So you'll be rewarded to the degree of how you get clear. You're going after that, breaking through your fear, and realize that you are here to do something greater. So I am giving you permission today to play on a bigger scale, to go after and find your purpose. Dedicate time to put it on your calendar. I'm serious. Every single day, focus on it. And if you get blocked, that's okay. You go back and you look at what you wrote down and you ask yourself this simple question: does this feel aligned with my highest values? And I'm going to tell you, you're going to be blown away once you do this process. So if you find this video to be helpful today, again, click that subscribe button so you'll get notified. Also the like button, forgot what it was. And one more thing, go to heatherpicken.com. You can learn more about my programs. I do private coaching, speaking, workshops, all of that. So you can find out more about my work. Until next time, this is Heather Picken, and live fearlessly.